Morning, Year 3. It's Wednesday, and we're going to begin our counting section with Squiggleworth and look at partitioning our decimal numbers again. Let's just remind ourselves about how we partition our decimal numbers. So here we've got 3.6, and we're going to partition it into 3 ones and 6 tenths. Here is another example. So we've got 2.8, and we're going to partition it into 2 ones and 8 tenths. Okay, so you've looked at some examples. Now it's your turn. You're going to be shown a decimal number, and I'd like you to partition it. You might want to pause the video if you need a little bit longer before the answer is revealed. Okay, then get ready for your second one. So again, for your Learn It, you're going to log on to Times Table Rockstars, spend at least 5 minutes playing UTT Rockstars. That might be in the garage, the studio, or Year 4s, you might go into the other game, which is your 20 questions. So it's up to you, but make sure you're practicing those times tables. So we're moving on to It's Nothing New. As I said, we'll be looking at coin cards all this week. So here is an example of how to complete the full coin card. We've got a coin card for 32. So 1 lot of 32, 2 lots of 32, 5 lots of 32, 10 lots of 32, using the methods from earlier on in the week. And then if you can have a go at doing a full coin card for 45. Okay, so you're going to have your 45 at the top. Now, for those of you who are understanding this and you think, yes, I've definitely got it, you're feeling quite confident, then you can have a go at doing a second coin card for 98. But those of you that are less confident, just remember, even if you just do the 1, the 10, and the 100 times, and then have a go at the 2 and the 20. So I know it's always the 5 and the 50 that are the sticking point, but if you have a go at as much as you can. Remember to pause the screen here, because on the next screen the answers will be revealed. So yesterday we were reminding ourselves about quadrilaterals. Just remind yourself, what is a quadrilateral? That's it, a four-sided shape. So today we're going to look at describing and sorting 2D shapes using the angles. So we're going to be comparing angles. We're going to look for right angles, acute angles, and obtuse angles. Okay, so look at these 3 triangles. Look at the interior angles. What do you notice? Describe to yourself, or describe to your sibling, or describe to your parent if they're working with you. What can you see? What can you tell me about those angles? Are they obtuse? Are they acute? Are they a right angle? Pause the page and then press play to reveal the answers. So in triangle A, all the interior angles are acute angles. This means they're less than 90 degrees, less than a right angle. If we look at triangle B, we can see that it has one right angle, that's shown by the square in the corner, and it has two acute angles. Triangle C has one obtuse angle, so it is slightly bigger than 90 degrees, and two acute angles. So now it's your turn. I've done half of this shape for you. So this quadrilateral has two right angles, and I've shaded those in using a square. What else can you tell me about the angles in this shape? So describe what you can see. Pause the video and then play to reveal the answer. Okay, let's have a look at another quadrilateral, a parallelogram. Which angles are acute? And how do you know they are? In this pentagon, which angles are obtuse? That means they're bigger than 90 degrees. Okay, so Molly is imagining a pentagon. Remember, how many sides does a pentagon have? Yes, that's right, 5. This pentagon has two right angles, one acute angle, and two obtuse angles. Can you sketch the pentagon that Molly is thinking of? So sketch it in your books or on a piece of paper. Pause this video because I'm going to, on the next slide, reveal what your sketch should look like. So your sketch should look like this, a 5-sided shape, a pentagon, but you needed to remember that two of the angles needed to be right angles. So I've shown those in blue. And one had to be an acute angle, which I've shown in red. The other two angles are obtuse, and I've left those blank. So here I've got 4 pictures of shapes, and the labels are at the top. But are all the shapes in the correct place? Do any need changing? Are any incorrect? Do you need to swap any around? Have a think, pause the video, and then when you're happy, press play to reveal the answer. Well, they were all correct. Sorry for tricking you. It was to get you thinking. As you can see, the first one we've got no acute angles because a square has right angles. In the second one, this pentagon, we've only got one acute angle right at the top. And then on the next one, you can see I've shown you where the two acute angles are. The rest are obtuse. And then on the next shape, we've got 3 acute angles that I've shown. The next angle is an obtuse angle. Now for your challenge, should you choose to accept. I've got the same table as we saw above, but can you now try and complete this table by sketching in, drawing in some of your own shapes? But they have to be different to the shapes that we used before, and they still have to match the labels. So can you draw a shape that has no acute angles? Can you draw a shape with one acute angle? Can you draw a shape or polygon with 2 acute angles? And can you draw a polygon with 3 acute angles?